Welcome back to our Grid Down Survival series, where we've journeyed from basic survival tactics to more complex, long-term strategies. We've been exploring the importance of being prepared for any eventuality. And today, we're going to take it a step further. We're going to focus on continuous planning and adaptation, a vital part of survival strategies. We'll take a look at the role of regular drills, the necessity of updating our plans, and much more. Today we delve into the world of continuous planning and adaptation, a cornerstone of effective long-term survival strategy. One cannot underscore the importance of regular drills in testing and refining survival plans. Just like a fire drill in a school or a workplace, survival drills help us prepare for real-life situations. They allow us to identify potential weaknesses in our plans and make necessary adjustments before we find ourselves in a high-stakes scenario. Let's start with evacuation drills. These are not just about getting from point A to point B. It's about choosing the best routes, identifying safe destinations, and practicing under different conditions. Try doing it in the dark, in the rain, or in a hurry. Challenge yourself and your team, because the real world will not be kind or accommodating. Next, we have rationing drills. It's easy to stockpile food, water, and fuel. But do you know how to make them last? Can you ration your supplies effectively to ensure your survival over an extended period? These drills help you answer those questions and more. They test your discipline and your ability to make tough decisions when the stakes are high. Then, we move on to lockdown procedures. In certain situations, evacuation might not be the best or safest option. That's when you need to know how to hunker down and protect your space. Practice your lockdown scenarios, focusing on security, communication, and sustainability within a confined space. Remember, a lockdown is not just about keeping threats out. It's also about making sure you can survive inside for as long as necessary. Finally, debriefing is an essential part of any drill. After each run, take the time to analyze your performance. Identify your strengths and areas for improvement. What went well? What didn't? Use this information to refine your plans and your skills. Remember, practice makes perfect, and drills are the best form of practice in survival scenarios. So keep drilling, keep learning, and keep adapting. Your survival could depend on it. Survival isn't static, and neither should our plans be. Regular updates are crucial. Picture this. You've assembled an amazing survival plan. It's comprehensive, includes every possible scenario, and you're confident it'll keep you safe. But time passes, situations change, and suddenly that foolproof plan isn't so foolproof anymore. That's why it's crucial to keep your plans dynamic. Monitoring emerging threats is a key part of this. From natural disasters to pandemics, the world is full of potential dangers. Staying informed about these risks allows you to adapt your plans accordingly. Tune into reliable news sources, follow scientific research, and keep an eye on social trends. These can all provide valuable insights into potential future threats. Then there's resource management. Maybe you've acquired new supplies, or perhaps some of your stockpile has been depleted. Either way, your plan needs to reflect your current resources. A plan based on resources you don't have is a plan doomed to fail. So, take stock regularly and adjust your strategies accordingly. And don't forget the lessons from your drills and actual events. Every drill you run, every emergency you live through is a learning experience. Did your evacuation take too long? Were your rations insufficient? Use these experiences to refine your strategies to make them more effective and efficient. Finally, let's talk about community feedback. Different people bring different perspectives and skills to the table. Maybe your neighbor has a background in medicine, or your friend is a whiz with technology. Incorporating their feedback can make your plan stronger, more diverse, and more resilient. So don't shy away from seeking input and advice. Stay dynamic, stay informed, and stay ahead with regular plan updates. Remember, survival isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. It requires continuous planning, regular revisions, and a willingness to adapt, because the only thing certain about the future is its uncertainty. So let's face it head on, with a plan that's as dynamic and adaptable as we are. In the realm of survival, adaptability is the name of the game. Indeed, the ability to continuously adapt to changing conditions is paramount in ensuring our survival when the grid goes down. Let's first talk about the role of flexibility in survival strategies. It's like being a willow tree in a storm, bending with the wind rather than standing rigid and risk-snapping. Our survival plans should mirror this, flexible enough to pivot as circumstances change, yet robust enough to withstand the challenges that come our way. Then, there's mental preparedness, This isn't just about knowing what to do, it's also about being mentally ready to adapt quickly to new challenges. It's about having the mental agility to respond swiftly and effectively under pressure. Developing this mindset is crucial, as it enables us to think on our feet and make sound decisions when it matters most. But how do we stay ahead of the curve? By keeping abreast of new technologies and innovations that can enhance our survival preparedness. This could be anything from new communication devices to advancements in renewable energy sources. Being open to integrating these new tools into our survival strategies can give us a significant advantage when the grid goes down. Lastly, we must factor in environmental awareness. Our survival is inextricably linked to the world around us, and understanding the impact of environmental changes is vital. As the environment changes, so too must our practices to ensure sustainability. This could mean adjusting our water collection methods in response to decreased rainfall, or altering our food storage techniques due to increased temperatures. In conclusion, the path to survival is not a straight line, but a winding road that requires constant navigation. It's about being ready to change direction at a moment's notice, keeping an open mind about new technologies, and staying in tune with our environment. Flexibility and adaptability are the keys to survival in a world that's ever-changing. So let's embrace this journey of continuous adaptation, and let's do it together. Let's turn these strategies into actions with some practical steps. First off, setting up a review schedule. It's not enough to make a plan and then forget about it. Survival strategies require ongoing attention. Think of it as a living document that needs regular checkups. So, set a schedule. Maybe it's every month or every season. But make sure you're taking the time to reassess and revise your plan. Next, community engagement. It's easy to think of survival as a solitary endeavor, but remember, there's strength in numbers. Build relationships with local emergency services, survival groups, and community leaders. Not only will this give you access to shared resources and knowledge, it'll also help you stay informed about local threats and changes in your environment. Lastly, don't overlook the power of advanced training. Knowledge is a survival tool, just as important as a good knife or a sturdy shelter. Seek out training opportunities in areas like first aid, navigation, and self-defense. The more skills you have, the more adaptable you'll be when faced with unexpected challenges. Keep in mind, survival isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's about being proactive, staying informed, and constantly adapting. These practical steps will keep you prepared and ready for any survival situation. As we wrap up part 8 of our series, let's recap what we've learned. Continuous planning and adaptation are fundamental to long-term survival. Regular drills, dynamic plan updates, and the willingness to adapt are what set you apart in an ever-changing environment. This process is ongoing, and it's what keeps us prepared for whatever comes our way. Stay tuned for our next part where we explore advanced technologies and innovations in survival strategies. Remember, survival is not a destination but a journey of continuous planning and adaptation.